There you go.
Hi, this is Chris Flisher, and this is Turning of the Wheel. This is Astrology for week June 25th, 2012. As we approach Independence Day in the United States, it may be no coincidence that revolution may once again be in the air. The sun that started to approach the cardinal cross last week will be in an exact square to Uranus in Aries and opposing Pluto in Capricorn. And as the moon transits through Libra early in the week, completing what's considered to be a grand cardinal cross, the spark arrives. This type of alignment brings about the potential for enormous initiation. How does this sway the tide of opinion? Can we really continue as we have? It may feel as if a giant reset button is being pressed and there is no going backwards. Do we move forward in harmony, or do we move forward in disarray? Progress has a cost, but the results may be worth it. This is what the questions we have to ask ourselves as a collective. Cardinality is all about starting over. A return to our roots is required. We may already see the charge and the change of the times as the square has already moved into place, because after the square hits, we usually have already seen the action. We are standing at a very dramatic crossroads as values and concepts populate the airwaves. Diversity seems to have become a thing of the past, as the chatter of public figures seems prone to reversing the progress we've made over the last 40 years. What we started back in the 1960s has now come back for discussion again. This reminder may be just what the universe requires to get us across the finish line once and for all. We may need this reminder. We cannot assume that that will happen, because once we know the outcome is viable. How will we ever come to a common goal and move forward if we can't stall and reverse the tide that we're on and keep the future bright and full of new promise? We cannot go back. That's the problem. We can't go back. You know, the astrology is there. We just cannot go back. True astrology really does come from the accuracy. When you know the exact details of your chart, you get the instructions for your lifetime. This is sort of your marching orders, your owner's manual. And because it's like a manual, you know where you're supposed to be. So when you use your birth date, your birthplace, and your birth time, the time is critical because it sets the rising sign. The rising sign you should always read and memorize as if it were your sun sign, and read both of them each week when you read the astrology. Visit my website for the accuracy of each week's astrology. It's there. Always read your sun sign. Always read your rising sign. Together you'll get the information. Listen to my Turning of the Wheel radio show every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. The shows are then podcasts up on iTunes for the remainder of the week. And if you want to, contact me at chris@chrisflisher.com or visit my website, www.turningofthewheel.com. Thank you.